So we're gonna do a quick recording on the difference between post-digestive effect and digestion in the body. And this is from Ayurveda. So we'll go to a whiteboard. This is probably the easiest way just to quickly do this. I have it somewhere, but it's not worth going through. So it's called Vipaka equals post-digestive effect. And it can be opposite the initial pH and effects. Example, lemon juice equals pH acidic, but is, quote, alkaline forming, right? Mm-hmm. So what is happening? Anybody want to take a shot at what's happening there?
Oh,
You mean in terms of chemistry?
yeah.
Well, how come lemon juice is acidic, but then it's alkaline forming? That's very confusing for the beginner.
Yeah, right.
So what the heck, what is it? How come there are two different things going on?
Well, one guess would be that it's like the wheel you see of acidic and alkaline, that something could be so alkaline it jumps to acid, or vice versa. So acidic, it jumps to alkaloid. But I don't think that's the right answer. It's just one piece that's possible.
Is it the form of first creation? Like first it's one thing and then it turns into another?
Yes, and that's part of what the business is called, health alchemy. I'm going to draw a little something here and help you guys understand it. So let's do another draw, but with green. So red will be acidic and green will be alkaline. And I'll do my best here. So text. So the red are the acidic elements. And that's generally, we'll just say citric acid in lemons, right? Citrus fruit has citric acid. That makes sense? Mm-hmm. Apple juice has malic acid. Grape juice has tartaric acid. Apple cider vinegar has acetic acid. They're all, so it's a low pH, right? That's all the stuff in red. And then the green are your alkaline elements in lemon. So you have acidic and alkaline elements in lemon, right? You have them both. So what's the body doing with this? Then you have an even better clue. The body is somehow metabolizing this, isn't it?
Yes.
So the body is taking, okay, we'll add in another drawing here. We'll call this guy, we'll color that blue. Oh, that didn't work. Let's redraw. There we go. Okay, so we got that guy. So what is happening? So the body is saying, okay, we've got acidic and alkaline elements. So the body is taking, where's the text here? Yeah, that works. Alkaline mucus and secretions. To buffer, bind, alter pH. So the alkaline mucus comes in and so we'll draw an arrow now. So it comes in and buffers the citric acid, and then you're left with crap. Artistry skills, not solid. And then you're left with You're left with the finished product. So the alkaline mucus that buffers it, this red part's gone, and then you're just left with the alkalinity. So that's why that lemon juice test, you suck on a whole lemon, wait for a minute, and then take your pH. If it doesn't reach 7.5 to 8, your saliva pH, then you can't cleanse because you can't buffer the normal acids. So that's a very good pH check. You can do a saliva and a urine pH. The best time to do it is when you wake up and before bed. And another good time to do it is if you want to check and see if you can buffer your normal acids. You take the lemon, suck on the juice for a few seconds, spit it out or swallow it, and then wait a minute and you take 6 pH readings with your saliva back to back to back. And 3 of those have to be above 7.5. Because that's the alkaline buffer for the acid lemon. Because if you can't buffer that acid, you're going to dissolve your esophagus, aren't you? You'll dissolve your teeth, your esophagus. You've got to have that alkaline buffer of mucus. Got to have it. Okay, go ahead.
So why is that then only true for lemon and not true for all the other citrus fruits, especially not orange juice?
They're all alkaline forming, highly alkaline forming, all the citrus, without exception.
And then like apple malic acid is alkaline forming too in some way, but not as much because it's not as acidic.
The malic acid is a byproduct of what's in the apple.
So Craig,
The acid gets sort of bound to and transformed. Why don't we look at something real quick here? This will help you guys, I think.
Yeah, because this is how I was introduced to Weston A. Price. My dentist, I was having a lot of dental problems.
Right.
And he was asking me, what do we eat? And I didn't eat any sugar. I didn't eat any fast food, blah, 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 blah. But the only thing I had in the morning was a glass of orange juice. And he was very adamant about orange juice not being alkaline forming. He said, grapefruit is good every now and then, and lemon, but not orange juice or orange to begin with. He said it's very acidic forming in the.
Was it fresh juice or?
It was fresh juice. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's dead wrong. He's absolutely wrong. Every table says orange juice is alkaline forming. You can go look it up for yourself. It's the canned, processed, pasteurized orange juice that's acid forming, but he is dead wrong. I will look him in the eye and I'll tell him, here's the table, bro. Every table shows that oranges are alkaline forming. You can't debate it because it's in everyone. He did you wrong by saying that. That is incorrect.
Except did it make a difference in your tooth decay or whatever your tooth problems were that you stopped drinking it?
Well, so what eventually happened is that I stopped the orange juice, didn't help, and I ended up having a food intolerance test, and that came up with eggs, and that was 8 or 10 years ago, and that within 4 to 6 weeks stopped all the problems that I had.
Yeah, orange juice, because the problem with orange juice is you've got a big acid load, a big sugar load, and the body has to buffer those acids. And then sometimes it goes too alkaline. And then the symptoms of orange juice are why I had horrible allergies a lot of my life, because allergies are an alkalinity issue. It's an alkalinity, that's what asthma and allergies are, an alkalinity issue to alkaline. That's why oranges aggravate it. Not because of the acid. Yes, the acid's a problem. If you can't buffer the acids, then you can't turn it into alkalinity, and then it causes irritation because the sugar is also irritating. I'm trying to find this.
Interesting.
That's not it. You guys got me started on this now, so now I got to find it. food, these food, I forgot how I called it. Acid alkaline chart, something like that. No. There's one in here and I just don't know where it is.
Can you search for acid or alkaline or something?
Hmm.
You know, I actually think it's no, it's not. I'll come back to that. There's different food combining charts, and the fastest way to go, you can actually go to Google Images. And if you ever need to see this quickly and you can't get access, you go to Google Images, type in food acid alkaline chart. See, it comes right up. So you can go down and just choose one of these, like there's a big one right there. And then open image and new tab. You get a bigger, oh my God, that one sucked. Okay, there's one right there. Maybe that one will be. You gotta keep trying it in the new tab, and then sometimes you get lucky. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, so alkaline foods. Acidic foods. Neutral. I don't see any fruit on here. Where the hell's the fruit?
Not a very good chart. Drinks, it just lists juice.
What the hell?
It doesn't even say fresh juice. So I don't like this chart.
This chart
Google-
sucks. Yeah.
Google's not give that information.
Yeah, I would look up, except that Google's got the better images ease. Ugh.
I have this information somewhere. It's actually, I have it on a hard copy also, quite detailed. I just don't know where I freaking put it on the computer.
Too. There's another one with a lot on it on this screen.
There's a nice one here. Highly alkaline foods.
There's fruit at least.
Moderately. Fruit, limes, tomatoes, cherries, avocados. Mildly alkaline fruit. Neutral, mildly acidic fruit. Acai, cantaloupe, coconut, dates, figs, nectarines, pomegranate, watermelon. They should have cranberry. Oh, cranberries on there. I don't see oranges anywhere yet.
Maybe under highly acidic foods
They don't
down
have
below.
a list in there. Oh,
Cook,
right.
grapefruit's mildly alkaline. Moderately acidic.
Oh, there, it's under moderately acidic orange. They're in the,
Fascinating. Okay, we do have a point here then. Looks like there's the orange right there. That doesn't agree with the tables I have though.
they just wanted it to match color.
Yeah, this does not agree with the tables I have. That's upsetting.
Yeah, disinformation, misinformation abounds on Google.
Yeah, I'm looking at a food chart that I got from this health guru years ago, and it doesn't even have any citrus or oranges in here. Yeah, there's
What-
something to it. I'm gonna go buy some actually as soon as I get off the hill.
Just
What if we type it into quant? Would that change something? Acid.
Okay, I found one of my hard copies. And I have 2 hard copies of this, so we're gonna bust those out. Yeah, here's the big one. Okay, I got the big guy right here. These are the ones I've been carrying around for 10 years. So, okay, most alkaline. Citrus, most alkaline.
Mhm.
Acidic, there are no oranges over here on acidic.
No, it's
Here, what
amazing.
I'll do, you guys take a photograph of this for now and I'll post it, but this is the, let's see.
Mhm.
I can put a light on it if you want. If you want to photograph this, this is the one. I don't know how clear that is on your guys' end.
Not very.
Not very clear. I'll scan this and put it in.
Does it say the source, Craig?
Dr. Russell Jaff, Health Studies Collegium.
Go back to the Google thing. I think that might have been the name of the other one in the catty corner to the one you chose. I was saying there's two there. I think it was Dr. Russell something.
This one?
No, go back to where you chose this. From
Oh,
the
I see.
list. There.
Alkaline Sisters.
There, upper left. Look on the far here. It says Dr. Russell Jaff. Yeah.
Russell Jaff. Okay.
Further, yeah. There you go.
You got good eyes.
I happened to notice the Dr. Russell, so as soon as he said it, I remembered. And thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Okay, so most alkaline, right? More alkaline. Okay, there we go.
Hmm.
Citrus fruit. See, tangerine. Grapefruit, cantaloupe, honeydew.
They have
But
orange.
but he is
Orange.
making a distinction. He is making a distinction between orange, lemon,
But see, here's another one.
and grapefruit.
Orange is still alkaline though, see?
Yeah.
It's still alkaline. It's not acidic.
Mhm.
That guy who busted that out in that one Google table he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Fruits and vegetables are alkaline forming with a few exceptions. You can see acidic, plums, prunes, tomatoes slightly. On my chart here, this yellow one, it has tomatoes as highly alkalizing on this chart. So you see, you're going to get messed up with some of this bullshit.
Oh,
Highly alkalizing on this one. And they have it as acidic on this other one. What the fuck?
yeah, right. Confusing on purpose.
I'm going to tell you guys what you need to generalize is fruits and vegetables are alkaline forming, all of them with some exceptions. All fruits and vegetables and seaweeds are alkaline forming with some exceptions. All of your caloric foods, your high calorie foods are acid forming. So that's how you draw the distinction. Foods with calories are generally acid. Foods without calories or lower calories like fruits and vegetables are alkaline forming. So we'll get you some work here. Some of these pH tables, they just do not agree. And that's too bad.
Well, I wonder, Craig, if these charts actually are a result of your whiteboard. Maybe they don't talk about what they are as such. Maybe they are what they are in the body. Because it says in the title, it says food and chemical effects on acid and alkaline body chemical balance.
Mm-hmm.
So is it not what they are, but what they are doing in the body? Would that make sense?
But we're talking about the same thing. We're talking about the same thing. We're just talking about that we're trying to, like, apple cider vinegar is mildly alkaline. That's generally correct, right? So remember, let's go back. This is all being recorded too. It's a long, when we're talking about this acid alkaline thing is when they're measuring these, the one way to measure it is you take a lemon and you burn it to its ash. Then you add some water and stick the pH in the ash water of lemon and it's going to be alkaline. Another way you might do it is you might eat the lemon, take your pH of your fluids before you eat the lemon, then take your pH of your saliva and urine a couple hours after the lemon's metabolized. And so we don't know whether they're doing the ash measurement or the personal in vivo, body change in chemistry. That's what I'm hearing. We don't know how they're measuring these byproducts, right?
Mhm.
But the way they do it scientifically is they just burn it down to the ash, and the acids get obviously burned off in the fire, and then you're left with your elements, So phosphorus is an acid forming element, hydrogen, carbon, they're acid forming elements, right? Calcium, sodium, potassium, magnesium, alkaline forming elements. So they just burn it down to the ash. If you take meat and burn it down to the ash, it's a neutral pH, actually, slightly acidic.
Hmm.
And it shows that in some of the tables. Like if you look at meat and milk right here, it's like,
Oh,
I think red meat is highly acidic. That means it's neutral when you eat it, but it becomes acidic because of the phosphorus and the elements in it.
but I thought you just said that if you burned the meat, it would show up as mild.
It's different meats, okay?
Okay.
It says duck eggs and quail eggs are alkaline, and then chicken eggs and lamb and turkey and pork and beef and lobster and shellfish are all anywhere from low acid to high acid.
Ah,
And I believe they're measuring that by the body chemistry, not the ash. Is my take on this one. Yeah, the dairy, like ghee and human milk is alkaline. Yogurt and cream and cow milk and goat milk is low acid. Cow milk is also low acid. And then casein and 30-day cheeses and soy milk are more acidic. And ice cream is on the far end of acid.
30-day cheeses. That's young cheeses.
Yeah, it'd be a young cheese.
Hmm.
And then the older cheeses.
Yeah, the harder, but that's how I learned it. The harder the cheese, the more acidic it is.
Yeah.
They don't do a good job on this particular one stating that. Cheese on here isn't even listed. Stress and negativity, highly acidic.
Mm.
Prescription medications, highly acidic.
That makes sense.
Okay, shall we end the recording on that? Does that get us far enough along to start this whole? It's a lot to process.